The New York Knicks have made a sneaky good move that is absolutely perfect for this team as they continue to build a roster and coaching staff that perfectly plays into their stars' strengths, while we have multiple other updates as well, including one that pertains to Jalen Brunson and a little bit also to his rival in Tyrese Halliburton. There's a lot to go over, guys, and before we do that, make sure to subscribe to Knicks Digest if you guys are part of that 59% that's not subscribed. You guys have been killing it recently. We are on that grind with a lot more great videos to come as well, but let's jump into it. There is a lot to go over on the Knicks right now, as the team has very sneakily made some good moves throughout the last couple of weeks that are going to help the Knicks really continue to be a real contender in the NBA throughout the coming years, seasons. I almost said coming days, but that doesn't make sense considering it's Monday, August 11th at the time of me recording and releasing this video. Monday night still counts. A lot of you guys are going to see this on the 12th, but that's not the point either. The point is that when the Knicks appointed Mike Brown to be the head coach of this team, it was very clear he was going to collaborate a lot with Leon Rose, William Wesley, and the Knicks front office to build a coaching staff that really played in to the strengths of the star players, including, but not limited to, Jalen Brunson. Now, obviously, Jalen Brunson is the epitome of what this Knicks team is going to look like next year. They're going to fight like hell on defense, but this is an offense-first team, and there is going to be no doubt about it. Now, obviously, saying it's the epitome of Jalen Brunson, Brunson's not as good of a defender as the Knicks should be defensively when you consider the guys who Mike Brown is going to be working with, considering you got OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride. All them great defenders. Josh Hart's a solid defender. Gershon Yabusele works hard on defense. It's going to help there. I almost just absolutely passed away when I said works hard right there. I don't know why. But guys, the point is that the Knicks made a very sneaky move that I think fans are going to grow to realize that this was a steal for this team going forwards, as it was revealed by multiple sources, including Ian Begley, that the Knicks are hiring TJ Saint as an assistant coach on Mike Brown's staff. League sources told SNY. Saint, head coach of the Pelicans G League team, will aid New York on the offensive end. He's viewed in NBA circles as a bright offensive mind. The Squadron, the team, the Pelicans G League team, had the G League's top offense in the 2023-24 regular season. In addition to coaching with the Pelicans, Saint has coached at the University of Georgia, with the Detroit Pistons and Butler University, and at Belmont University. He's got a lot of experience both in the collegiate and the NBA level, and now TJ Saint will move forwards with the New York Knicks. And as Hoops Hype mentioned, Saint is one of the handful of coaching hires New York has made since bringing in Mike Brown to replace former head coach Tom Thibodeau. New York assistants Chris Gent and Brendan O'Connor are expected to run the offense and defense respectively, Gent being the offensive coordinator and Brendan O'Connor being the defensive coordinator. The Knicks are also retaining several coaches from Tom Thibodeau's staff, including Rick Brunson and Maurice Cheeks, and are adding Charles Allen and Ricardo Fuas, a pair of player development assistants who worked under Brown in Sacramento. One of the most interesting things that we've seen is the Knicks really build a young coaching staff that does have a lot of player development talent on it, with the Knicks clearly understanding that, yes, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG, Mikal, Mitch, Josh Hart, they're all great. There are young guys on this team, though, that are going to have an impact down the line, hopefully sooner rather than later. When it comes down to it, I think the one we think about the most is Ariel Hukporti. He seems like he's the most ready to make an impact, and if the Knicks do start Mitchell Robinson with Karl-Anthony Towns, and then you have the rest of that starting lineup obviously being Brunson, Bridges, and OG. Off your bench, your top four guys, and I'm just doing this in order of like who's playing point guard as of today to the biggest guy out of the 9 who we're going to see, is Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, and Gershon Yabusele. If anything, you want to add another big man into there, not Pacome Dadier, not Tyler Kolek, not Kevin McCullough Jr. You want to add Big Huck, Ariel Hukporti onto that court. Since the Knicks have gone out of their way to add multiple player development coaches, along with keeping on Mark Bryant, the big man coach. He wasn't named there, but Bryant is sticking around with the Knicks, which is going to be absolutely excellent. Mark Bryant's an awesome head coach, an awesome big man coach that absolutely deserves to stay on the roster. It is a very nice unit that Knicks fans should be excited for. Now, there is this play here. We're going to look it up. Shout out to Mad Good Knicks Show. They've made a few comments on this channel, if I'm not mistaken. But Mad Good Knicks Show said, I'm not familiar with new Knicks assistant coach TJ Saint, but off rip, I love the way he teaches the game. Super easy to understand and explains the process and why it works. As Coaching You posted a video just 10 days ago ago, Birmingham Squadron head coach TJ Saint breaks down an automatic read out of his Roll 5 play and explains how he teaches players to recognize patterns, process faster, and push over helping. Now, we do have a little video of it. We do not have audio, unfortunately, but we do have this video of TJ Saint running a lob play with a DHO that we should be a big fan of. Shout out to Ryan Pennone for this. But you look, this is a play that he ran that the Knicks are going to emulate. That is going to work so well with guys like Yabu Saley, OG Anunoby, who's an excellent cutter. We're watching it again for those who are wondering. Because you look, there's the DHO. There's another one. And then you see another one with the screen and the motion keeps going and boom, that's a dunk. That is Mike Brown offense when you're looking towards lobs and stuff like that. That is stuff that we should be excited for as Knicks fans going into the coming season. Now, Frank Ntilikina fan, who's just famous on Twitter for Knicks fans, he said his connects in league circles see a young Rick Carlisle and TJ Saint. Take that as you will. No means by trying to disparage Frank Ntilikina fan at all. He definitely probably does have sources and connects in league circles. If he says he does, I'm going to go ahead and trust him. I love this guy's Twitter account. Make sure to follow him. I mean, I have a source, and I'm just the Knicks Digest guy, but I do. I have one. I don't act like I have a million. I do have one. He's cool. He's a cool guy. And when it comes down to it, I shouldn't have said he's a guy. That narrows it down. But when it comes down to it, I admit it. It's Leon Rose. We're best friends. No, it's not. It's definitely not. I need to make that very clear. It's not Leon Rose. I don't know Leon Rose. I did meet his daughter once, but it's not her either. Or anyone connected to her, really. I should shut up. But look, when it comes down to it, what we're seeing is the fact that we have a coach who's going to be exciting to watch. But also, we have Jalen Brunson out here who's going to be excellent. And we're going to talk about this. This is a little highlight of what we're going to see. Because why does 2028 matter? You could take a guess. But first things first, just diving in to right here. As mentioned by Posting and Toasting, TJ Saint, who's 35 years old, led the New Orleans Pelicans G League affiliate to the league's top-ranked offense during the 23-24 season. He joined the organization in 2019-20, moving up to associate head coach in 2020 before taking over as head coach of the G-Pels in 2022. Saint's time in Birmingham helped solidify his reputation for coming up with efficient, high-scoring systems and solutions at the pro level of hoops. Before his G League success, Saint served as the University of Georgia's director of basketball strategy in 2018-19 and spent 4 seasons as the Detroit Pistons video coordinator. He also had stints at Butler University and at Belmont University before that as well. While the Knicks, as Posting and Toasting mentioned, their decision to bring in Saint follows last week's hiring of Chris Gent as the associate head coach and offensive coordinator, and Brendan O'Connor as the defensive coordinator, something that the front office wanted the team to have last year, but Tibbs didn't do it. They were even fine with Tibbs being the defensive coordinator. They just wanted an offensive coordinator. So did I, in fairness. It's fair to assume that Saint will work closely with Gent, albeit in a lesser role, while shaping an offense that expected to the top levels reached under the guidance of Tom Thibodeau in what was the first year of the Jalen Brunson Karl-Anthony Towns pairing in Manhattan. Fellow assistants Rick Brunson and Maurice Cheeks, along with new player development coaches Charles Allen and Ricardo Foss, round out the new Knicks staff. And guys, when it comes down to it, one of the biggest things we're looking for Mike Brown here is to make that Jalen Brunson Karl-Anthony Towns unit much better as a duo. It should be the best pick and roll duo in basketball, pick and pop duo as well. Pick and roll, pick and pop, same thing. Still, we're going to call it a pick and roll duo because that's the name of them. But when it comes down to it, Chris Gent's going to play a part in it. We're going to get also now more help as well. It's going to be huge for this team. I expect a top 2 offense in the NBA this season. If it's not one, honestly, if it's not the best offense in the NBA next season, I'm going to be really upset because this is a Mike Brown team after all. I'm expecting big things from Big Mike. But also, we do have something else to discuss. We're going back to this little thing right here, this little photo that we have. Because why does this matter? Because Jalen Brunson was just named as CBS Sports' top player they expect to be named to the 2028 Olympic roster, who did not make it in 2024. Now, Brunson was one off of May. He was very close. Overall, it didn't end up happening. Tyrese Halliburton got the job over Brunson, and that was for a few reasons. One of them being that Brunson was injured, but also, frankly, we know what happened at the end of that year, and we're not going to go over it because we remember it. We all remember how 2024 ended. And now CBS Sports said the reasoning for it is that Brunson was high on the list of candidates for the 2024 Olympic team, according to Steve Kerr, but ultimately was left off the roster. That's not going to happen in 2028, when he should easily slide into the vacancy left by Steph Curry at the guard position. Brunson has developed into one of the most prolific scoring guards in the world, and while he lacks size, his grittiness and intelligence should allow him to hold his own defensively in the international stage. He has yet to make an Olympic appearance, but Brunson was won gold as a member of the U18 and U19 USA squads and was a key member of the 2023 World Cup team. Now, Brunson last year put up 26 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 48% from the field and 38% from 3, including 40% on the corner threes that he took. He's absolutely phenomenal. Jalen Brunson's the best thing since sliced bread. We all know that. And in the playoffs, the man has been downright insane. Playoff Brunson's a real thing, and if you want to wonder why, it's because the man literally is averaging 30 points and 7 assists with 4 rebounds in his 42 Knicks playoff games throughout his career. Jalen Brunson, again, is the best thing to happen since sliced bread, and I think we all deserve to acknowledge that. And when it comes down to it, he does belong on the Olympic team. Halliburton got over him. Part of the reason was Jalen Brunson literally broke his hand, so I would not have been able to play. But Halliburton got it, and I mean, when you look at the stats between them in that playoff series, this was the one in 2024. I want to make it clear, these are not the 2025 stats. I don't know them offhand. I'm not going to pretend like I do. But Brunson averaged 30 points per game and 6 assists to Halliburton's 21 and 7. So when you just look at the numbers across the board, you kind of understand that, well, frankly, Brunson should have made it. But he didn't, and what are you going to do? We can't really change that now. We can't change the past. We can only hope to learn from it. And if we learn from it, Jalen Brunson, who's better than Tyrese Halliburton, I don't care that Halliburton made the finals and Brunson didn't. Argue with a wall. I blame Tom Thibodeau. When it comes down to it, Brunson should have made it, and he will make it this upcoming year, or this upcoming Olympics in 2028, and we should be excited about that as well. But until then, we will just have to wait and have this image burn in all of our brains. Why did I bring it back up? Ew. Guys, like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. If you have any video suggestions for Knicks Digest, make sure to comment down below. Also, if you're interested in joining the Digest Media team, make sure to go to Digest Media's website. You can just look up Digest Media. You'll find it. I will post the links in all the descriptions of the following videos. In case you do want to join the team, if you like talking about sports, you want to be a sports writer, you can write about the Knicks. You'll get to work with me. Unless you hate me, then you don't have to. You could just be like, no, Chris, I'm talking to someone else. But I will be very involved with the writing if you want to be a Knicks writer. No, you're not going to be on video on Knicks Side. This is my channel. It's mine. I don't own it, but not the point. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day or great night if you're watching this right when it came out. Go Knicks.